That's www.omegachurchradio.com. You can also watch on Facebook at Omega Church. On YouTube, you can watch the live church service at Omega Church or Omega Radio. You can also call us at 876 319 1148 or 876 613 9129. The toll free number is 877 494 0253. That was a paid advertisement by Omega Radio.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and the number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, then greetings and salutations. Welcome once again to the Sports Desk. Today is the 6th, and the name is Orville.
Christopher Zidane Mathews here.
Yeah, and we'll start. I know many of you will want to know what's the very latest in the ongoing hamper, shall we call it, between between beach football and the JFF and all the legal intricacies in between. Yesterday was the latest episode of that ongoing. What shall we call it? Ongoing drama?
Yes.
Maybe too strong. But we have Dave Cameron. Dave Cameron is a member of the RSA slate. He joins us now to help us to put the entire thing into perspective. We'll come to the calls in a few, but we felt that this was a way to start. Sir Cameron, how are you doing?
Good afternoon, Orville. Good afternoon to your listeners.
Yep.
And I haven't listened to your program for a while, so let me send a special hello to Diego, Orville.
Yeah, man. You're not completed, Dave. You should say, Orville, you know nothing about sports. You should be at the UWI teaching English. You don't talk sports on the radio. Anyway, he's kind of calmed down in recent days. But
that's good to hear. But he'll remain my friend.
He remains your friend. Boy, Diego.
Big up to all your regular callers as well. Like I say, I've been on the program for a while.
Yes.
And thank you for the opportunity to just kind of update you.
Yes.
But let me start at the beginning. I'll start at the end, I should say. And this whole matter would not be having to go through it if the General Secretary and the JFF had done the right thing on the 20th of December 2022 by admitting all the names that were on the Constitution at that time. And that's all that had to be done. Failing that is what has caused the problem when in September, when elections were due, they realized that they did not have any member in the, what we call it, Pillar 3. And then the current JFF board members proceeded to create these new paper companies and committees, and that is what has created the problem. So I want to put that in context because, there's a lot of arguments about the Beach Soccer Jamaica that's creating problems and trying to make waves, but that's not the case. They were admitted members by the Constitution, and then the board now is trying to remove them from membership, and that's what that is. So for completeness, Article 12 lists the members of the JFF in Pillar 3, and they are the Jamaica Football Referees Association, the Jamaica Coaches Association, Past National Players Association, Inter-Secondary Schools Association, Intercal Association, Beach Football Association, and the Jamaica PFJ, which is the
Professional
football Jamaica. Yes.
Right.
Right. Those were named in Article 12.
Yeah, but whether or not the beach soccer is a bona fide member isn't that what is under
That's
dispute?
right. So that is what the dispute is. So Beach Soccer is claiming that as a result of this Article 12, they are members of the JFF and can't be removed unless by Congress. That has not been done, and their votes have been given to another group that was created afterwards. There are
Right.
two matters that's going on. So they went to court to say we need to have this matter because remember now the JFF has said you're not a member, and hence they're not subject to the rules of football, which means that if there's a dispute, then you go to CONCACAF, CFU, then you go to CONCACAF, then you go to FIFA, and then if you can't resolve it, you go to CAF.
Hmm.
With the JFF saying to them that no, not a member, the only place that they could go for any kind of resolution is the court system.
Yeah.
Okay, so they went to the court to say we are the legitimate members of the body. And the court says, well, we don't have time to try this matter, so we'll give you an injunction in which time allow the matter to be ventilated. That happened, and then that period expired. However, they got a date to actually have the trial in April 23rd. But they went ahead and lifted the injunction, which meant that the meeting could be held before the matter was heard. And so what the BSJ has done is to file an appeal on the lifting of the injunction. And that is the matter that went to court yesterday. And that matter will be heard next week, the 13th. But the substantive matter as to whether BSJ is a legitimate member of the JFF, will be heard on April 23rd. Is that as clear as mud?
Yeah, Dave, you said the only way the beach soccer could not be a member is if it was they were voted out by Congress.
That's correct.
Isn't that what the JFF is saying right now, that Congress is the one that put in the new beach soccer that is eligible for voting?
But it didn't. So there's nothing wrong with admitting members. Where the Constitution also says that there are only 56 voting members, and it listed those who are the voting members as at the time of the writing or the approval of the Constitution. So the Constitution also allows you to admit new members, but admitting them to voting, you'd have to amend the Constitution.
Oh. So what Beach Soccer is saying is not that they are struggling to be members. They are essentially saying that they were dismissed unlawfully.
Correct.
So they are saying
Correct.
we were bona fide members. You dismissed us unlawfully.
Correct.
All right. So the courts.
Because what is done is that on what grounds were they dismissed? They were dismissed by the board of directors, not Congress. And their voting rights were given to another group. So it's a number of issues, and so that is what the beach soccer is in court dealing with.
Right. So let us say that your people will be meeting on the 30th.
The court matter, I'm understanding will be tried, and again the court matter about the injunction, about continuing the injunction.
And that is the 13th.
That's correct.
But the actual court decision to determine the legitimacy of beach soccer is in April.
That's correct.
But
Hence
there's a little matter of an election in between all that.
Yes.
Right, and so hence the reason why beach soccer is saying, court, please delay the election before until after that matter has been heard, because there's no remedy that you can provide to me outside of my ability to vote. And if the elections are held before this decision, then I have no remedy available to me.
Right. So it is possible that the election could be delayed again.
It is possible. If the court grants injunction next week, then for sure the election would be delayed.
Will it be a different judge from the one who removed the injunction?
Yes. Yes, because it's an appeal matter now. So
Yes.
if you understand again, which is part of the argument we're having again with the JFF, because your appeal body is a separate body from the body that makes a decision.
Yeah.
And so I would have shared with you the entire appeal decisions that were handed down by the appeals committee. And once that appeals committee ruled, and that is final, what has happened in the JFF case, and I know I'm mixing it up, but in the JFF case, the appeals committee has ruled and said these matters are for the electoral committee. However, the electoral committee is saying that the appeals committee has erred, and therefore they're not doing anything about those matters. So that's a separate issue. But the point is that once the appeal of the injunction is granted, then the election would be stayed until the hearing.
And if the court
28 days, because they don't, as my understanding, they don't give injunctions for more than 28 days.
and the opposite would also be true if the court decided not to give extra, not to continue the injunction, then that means that the election would have to go on.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, well, the RSA team is preparing for an election if the courts don't rule your way. But
absolutely,
the legal processes continue.
We're very confident of our chances going into next week, Sunday. Again, I use this opportunity to appeal to the delegates not to listen to the propaganda in the press about the best man in a 2-horse race, but really look at what is happening on the ground in our football. And one of the major telltale signs would be corporate Jamaica lack of support in the current JFF administration, in that there's very little corporate support right now within the JFF, and we bring that to the table. We've already established that we have over $200 million in support.
Wow.
That corporate sponsors are saying to us, once you're involved, we will come on board and support you.
Should be interesting, Sir Cameron. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and all the best.
Yes, man. Good.
One love.
One love indeed. Well, listeners, you heard that all of that is saying, in a nutshell, that the election scheduled for March 17th may still not happen on March 17th because it's still at the court whether or not beach soccer was illegally or unlawfully dismissed. That's the RSA's version. The My Cricket's version is that they were not members to begin with. So
And they have all right to choose whichever.
of the two. All right, we come to the callers right after this break.
Clearing personal, non-commercial shipments at the port? Avoid the wait. Request a contactless clearance through your agent today. It's more efficient. It's secure. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
1:15.
Hurt less with Pharma Joint Flex. Taking Pharma Joint Flex daily helps to repair, replenish, and revitalize worn, damaged cartilage that causes joint pain. Do you suffer from arthritis and chronic joint pain? Then Pharma Joint Flex is the remedy for you. Our all-natural formula contains glucosamine and chondroitin, ingredients for joint repair, so you can get relief. Ask your pharmacist or doctor for Pharma Joint Flex, distributed by Massey.
Get ready to score big with Just Bet at SportsMax this UEFA Champions League season. Bet $1,500 or more from March 1st to June 1st, 2024, online or in-store for your chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to the UEFA Champions League finals in London. Plus, weekly prizes like AirPods and gaming vouchers, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy S23s, and so much more. Sign up today at supremegames.com and get in on the action. Just Bet. Your game, your passion. Conditions apply. Follow Just Bet JA on Facebook and Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older to play. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
My Mega, my best value. So much to do in one location. Make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs. Grab a bite and pay some bills. Fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy. All in one amazing location. My Mega Mart. The best value by far. My Mega Mart. Best value by far.
Design your dream home with Total Hardware and Supplies. We have windows of all sizes on special. Doors galore. Choose from our wide variety of porcelain and ceramic tiles. Experience the best deals on sanitary ware, jacuzzis, shower enclosures, and baths. Just to name it, we have it all. Come on down to Aiken Hill Drive, Pembroke Hall. Call us at 631-7648 or WhatsApp anytime 507-0865. Remember, same day delivery available. Quality products, great prices. That's the Total Guarantee.
The hour between 1 and 2 p.m. during the sports desk on a Wednesday is sponsored by Megamart. Best value by far.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back, and we're reminding you as well that we have Champions League today as well. So the show ends a little bit or in and around 3 o'clock. So get your calls in as early as you can. We got to the first one. Hello.
Hello.
CC.
Yeah. So you don't have to remind me still now because I have a tendency to tell myself I only have 5 minutes. I don't know why. I don't know if it is your disciples that implies it. But everybody knows them have 5 minutes, but they always have a tendency to remind me. I don't know why. Why is that so?
Because I don't think you use time well.
Oh, you see? No, it's either you use time well or unlike some other callers, when they will chat a bunch of gibberish and we make them go on and go on, they probably just don't rate me as a caller. But it is what it is. And that's what I'm going to say. So,
the man started to call a quarrel with me now.
Yeah, no, I'm not calling a quarrel with you, but I'm just pointing out something that has transpired several times over.
Did I tell you that the last time or the time before that?
No, but that's the case. Maybe things has changed in somewhat. But
maybe you improve on your time management.
But we realize it's that there's this tendency to do that. But I mean, you just appoint it up. I'm not really denying it.
All right.
But all right. So my thing is this: more acts are sitting there, Orville and Zidane. In terms of if, for example, your peers, say you play football, and your peers and coaches and certain luminaries in the game comes out and describe you as one of the most dominant, best ever, and all of those things. Is it that those peers and luminaries are crowning you as the greatest? Or are they just saying it?
I'm not sure I understand the question. If they believe you are the best, then that's what they believe.
All right. So if, for example, with Michael Jordan, before he won his third championship in 1993, there was this thing where the commissioner of basketball at the time said, you are simply the standard by which basketball greatness is measured.
Mm-hmm.
What is he saying when he says that? What is he suggesting when he says that?
In his view, he is the top man in the game.
The greatest of all time, right?
Yeah, it would appear so.
All right. If now we have other luminaries, superstars, franchise players, all-time greats, and they were saying that also, would it not be fair to say that many of the basketball greats, including coaches and players, general managers, would have had Michael Jordan as the GOAT when he won 2 championships and when he was about to 3-peat?
If a lot of them say so, a lot of them say so. I don't understand. What's the question? If they think so after him win 2 championships,
no, all right, so
then that is what they think.
And the question comes back down to a lot of times when persons, for example, discussing who is the GOAT and what makes a player the greatest player of all time in any sport. And we are saying that longevity is not necessarily one of the areas where you're going to say, because this player played for 20 years or 21 years and he put up certain amount of numbers, as in him have the most points, he scored the most runs, the back ticket, or him take the most wickets, are those things. Not necessarily consider that those things add to his legacy, but it doesn't necessarily factor in if you're saying if the player is the greatest player of all time.
Remember, my boss, who is the greatest of all time is a matter of
opinion, and everybody has their own.
No.
And everybody has their own metric.
So some people, everybody uses different metric.
Yes. So some people would consider the longevity and the dominance over a long period.
So you're saying that if it is that some people would have changed their metric then going forward if
no, it's not a matter of change. Have you heard everybody saying Michael John was the GOAT after 2 rings?
Everybody not going. No, everybody. All right.
Yeah. So what?
Everybody doesn't agree on who is the greatest.
Yeah. Then. Yeah. So why are you making it appear that way? Then some people have their own metric. Simple.
No, but yeah, simple. That's simple.
Because for example, you use rings to prop up Michael Jordan, but he was seen as the GOAT by some people when he only had 2 rings, and a man called Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had 6. That is 4 more. Yet some people thought Michael Jordan with 2 rings was greater than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had their scoring record as well. That's what I'm saying.
No, man, I'm just pointing out that some people like you like to look at the rings. And the others who placed him, the others who thought he was the GOAT.
I'm not even sure what CC's problem is. Different people use different metrics. The argument.
You don't know what CC doing.
What? I know with the LeBron thing.
But I never necessarily use rings alone. What I'm trying to suggest to people is this: not because a player scored 40,000 runs, 40,000 points, or a player is the leading.
But I agree with you.
Point taker doesn't necessarily translate to that player becoming.
Yeah, man, we agree.
But nobody who says LeBron is the GOAT is using that only the 40,000 points either.
Just like how people are using only the 6 rings.
Yeah, and we have 2 more things to say before we go. Pointing out one thing. Nobody should, when, for example, discussing the GOAT, I know you don't do it, Zidane, and Orville might not do it in terms of any sport. When you come out and you say, oh, your criteria is everything. Everything in terms of what? Everything for me is a cop-out. Because I cannot just look at a player and say, for example, if I'm going to use everything, that means I'm going to use from the very first season the player play. For example, if Giannis was to enter it, for me, if Giannis played 20 years and Giannis accomplished certain things, then I could look at it and say Giannis would have entered the GOAT conversation if he was in terms of his accomplishments.
Yeah, but when I say I'm looking at everything, what really does that mean, though?
That's what I'm saying. There was somebody who stated that he's looking at everything.
But what does it mean? It doesn't sound like a bad thing to say to me.
No, but I'm saying looking at everything doesn't make any sense, Orville, because they are saying everything in terms of what?
But but that is what you need to ask. But to say I'm looking at everything about the man's career, nothing wrong with that.
Well,
because is either you're looking at everything or you're looking at some things. And if somebody says I'm looking at the total career, everything, unless you're looking at some fool things like how much crowd him can draw and them kind of stuff. But if you're talking about everything about his on-field performances, then nothing is wrong with that.
Yeah, but for me, as I said before, in terms of that's why in terms of what LeBron has done over his career, that's why I would say he's the only player I could say credibly, you could say pushed for the GOAT title, even if I don't argue him as the GOAT, and many persons would have. But it's a credible argument to mention. If somebody was to say LeBron James is
I thought it was Tim Duncan.
Well, that is not my conversation. But let me tell you, for me, certain things are significant to me. You see, if you don't repeat as a champion, which I don't think Tim Duncan did, he won chips, but he was never able. So when you're the hunter, it's different from when you're hunted. If you have never successfully defended your title, in my opinion, that is something that I put a block on as well, because you never successfully defended it.
All right.
Something that LeBron has done that. LeBron has won the second most finals MVP behind Jordan. He has four MVP.
No, you don't have to tell us, man. That's what we match with G-Star. That's what we match with G-Star.
But the final thing I will say before I go, in terms of the other day with Arsenal and scoring goals and this thing.
No, man, you're the one topic already, man. Call back with the other.
All right.
You're gone 7 minutes, you know, when you start a new topic. Yeah.
You know, they have a stopwatch.
You came on at 118, it's now 125. And you're going to start the next topic, man. Call me back tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, man, respect. All right, back online. Hello. Yeah. Who is
this? Is QC.
Orville.
Yes.
Yesterday I listened to Garvey and Ian Shippingport was not Shippingport. Ian X Factor was alluding to something, and there are some things what them say, and they are looking back at it. They are factual in terms of the big jockeys rode around from state to state, Belmont, Aqueduct, Santa Anita, all them track they are winning classic. And I'm telling you something. I was looking from the winning point of view. And the truth is what they said is factual. I'm not a man who's going to come on the radio and argue. Try hold on on a point when there is nothing to argue about. A lot of people come on the show after that. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, Mr. Bramble, nothing wrong with that. So if him say me Bramble, X Factor say me Bramble, mom may be a same lose off of me. I have no problem with that.
So you believe that your arguments against your jockey were sound arguments?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Me not gonna be like one of them man of a company program. You know, so you're chatting about this and days after days. You come and argue. The man them points. Factual. If you ever put it in another context there, in terms of classic when them ring, you move from track to track, state to state, and ride and show them potential. Nothing wrong with that. You can't fight that.
Yeah. Why it take a Manning's man for them kind of something?
No. That's the reality. But me there look from a winningest point of view. The most race one.
So you accept the point that he wasn't competing against the very best jockeys? And
no, for the most part, yeah. You have to admit that. You know, I mean, that's what you're going to do. Come for the radio and try defend. You can't defend that.
Well, some people defend some things that can't be defended.
So, no, but that doesn't make sense, brother.
I admire what you're doing.
I'm not going to say too long. Zidane.
Yes.
I listened to Rudolph's speed the other day. Almost in just near because Badwood. Oh, the referee them steal him. I don't want to hear that. Hear the argument if I read it.
In the Monday night game?
Yeah.
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear the interview.
So what I want to ask is, what does the referee association have to do with the JFF? That this man is a part of the JFF or the board, whatever it is, and lash out on the referee. And I don't think it's the first time in the
I don't think that the JFF have nothing to do with referees. The referees have their own commissioner.
Okay, that's somebody that asked which body does the referee? I know it come under FIFA just like the JFF, but I don't know if there was something to do with the JFF.
Is the one JFF are the ones that pay the referees, you know?
That's the point I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but they don't hire or fire them, or they don't promote or not promote.
Oh, what point is the person that runs the referees association?
Not the JFF.
Not the JFF. Okay.
So like Victor Stewart or when Prendy was there, I don't think of the JFF.
Okay.
When a referee mess up, who kick him out, give him suspension or whatever? Which body does that?
My understanding is that is the referees commission.
Okay, that's nothing to do with JFF.
Not so far as I know.
I'm gonna just beg somebody a little clarity on that.
Yeah, if I have referees listening, but if I have read it wrong, you'll hear.
Yeah, man.
My understanding is that the referees commission.
But I don't think a man is a part of the JFF and the board should say those negative things about the referee. That's just my opinion. We can get some clarity about it.
Yeah, man. All right, listen, keep listening. We'll touch that topic. All right, we'll take a break. We're coming back in just a while. It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Dangel, Edgechem, Megamart, and Anybet.
Cleveland Cavaliers fought back from 22 points down in the fourth quarter to earn a thrilling 105-104 win over the Boston Celtics. The Celtics looked on course for a 12th successive win when they opened up a 93-71 lead going into the fourth quarter. But Dean Wade scored the winner with 19 seconds remaining to complete a great comeback. Elsewhere, the Phoenix Suns held down to clinch a 117-107 overtime victory over the Denver Nuggets. The Suns had led by 22 points in the third quarter, but scored just 12 in the final period. Kevin Durant scored 35 points, and Grayson Allen added 28, including 8 3-pointers to seal the win. Meanwhile, Luka Doncic scored 39 points. Luka Doncic had a 39-point triple-double with 10 rebounds, 11 assists, but it was not enough as Dallas Mavericks lost 137-120 to the Indiana Pacers. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen, Shop 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 986-7142. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Megamart, best value by far. And Anybet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly.
Visit Hepburn Glass Supplies Limited at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. With over 10 years experience, we provide customized aluminum windows and doors. We are distributors of float and laminated glass and mirrors. We pride ourselves on precise and accurate cuttings with same-day experience. Call or WhatsApp 876-908-0962 or 876-773-4799. Quality service is our priority.
Get ready to score big with Just Bet at Sports Max this UEFA Champions League season. Bet $1,500 or more from March 1st to June 1st, 2024, online or in-store for your chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to the UEFA Champions League finals in London. Plus, weekly prizes like earpods and gaming vouchers, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy S23s, and so much more. Sign up today at supremegames.com and get in on the action. Just Bet. Your game, your passion. Conditions apply. Follow Just Bet JA on Facebook and Instagram for more details. Must be 18 years or older to play. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Blessings. Have you been blessed by the Real Talk Show with Bishop Manning? Well, you can listen to the Real Talk Show Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the Omega Radio app. Just go to your app store and look for Omega Radio or listen live on the Omega Church Broadcasting Network website. That's www.omegachurchradio.com. You can also watch on Facebook at Omega Church. On YouTube, you can watch the live church service at Omega Church or Omega Radio. You can also call us at 876-319-1148 or 876-613-9129. The toll-free number is 877-494-0253. That was a paid advertisement by Omega Radio.
The hour between 1 and 2 p.m. during the sports desk on a Wednesday is sponsored by Megamart. Best value by far.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back online. Remember, we're closing out because the Champions League in and around 3 o'clock. We got to G-Star. G-Star.
Yes, gentlemen. What's going on?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Boy, I've been chomping at the bit still, because I'm going into a subject that is not really my subject, but I want to learn. I want some education right now.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the only thing, though, Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
I have some trepidation because I think you're emotional when it comes to this cricket stuff. Because you have 153 over 400. But despite that.
That's emotional.
Yeah, man. Emotional. That's emotion talking.
Well, you prefaced your comments by saying this is a subject matter that you don't know a lot about. That sounds like somebody who don't know a lot about the subject.
Touché.
Yeah.
All right. Here now. I was talking with a brethren and several brethren about cricket. And we're talking about the all-time bowlers list, right?
Yeah.
Firstly, who you have as let's list your top 10 greatest cricketers of all times.
Cricketers.
Bowlers.
Bowlers. It's a difficult list to make up. Me never really ever think about that.
Boy, I need to think about it now. All right.
There's a man named Sid Barnes who probably have the best all-time test match bowling figures. Who would have to be in that kind of conversation?
Yeah, but somebody just said the sample size is not up there. Though.
How many games in play?
I think it was 27.
27. But in most taking wickets, that's something like 16 apiece.
Yeah, it was 16 apiece.
So right away, if and I'm a stats man at the test level.
So what's your sample size? 27 makes the cutoff?
Well, listen, he would have been in my top 10 for sure. Whether he'd be the ultimate best, I would have to think about.
Here's a big question now.
Yeah.
The man by the name of I call him Mully.
Muir Litera.
Yeah. Where is he? Is he near top 10?
Like I said, I haven't ever thought about it, but on the face of it, he would be somewhere in the mix, I think.
What about you, Zidane?
Yes, Militaran is up there for me.
Top 10?
Yes.
Top 5?
Perhaps, yes.
Okay. Here's the genesis of it, Mr. Higgins. I want to say 800 wickets is not a big deal, and he calls himself a cricket guru.
No, man, 800 wickets is a big deal, man. Especially when you're taking them at 20 other people.
The man is going to 800 wickets has nothing to do with legacy.
No,
how
man.
big, how good your legacy is as a bowler.
Is who said that?
I am telling you, a man said that. I'm not going to call him name, but a man definitely said that. You know who I'm talking about, Zidane. Stop it.
Oh, so Zidane would know who you're talking, but not me.
Yeah, exactly. Zidane knows who I'm talking about, but not you.
What was Militaran's bowling average again? 20.
I'm going to tell you right here. It's 22.47.
22.
Yes.
0.47.
800 wickets.
No, I'm sorry. 22.72.
Yeah, and at with the 800 wickets, but the 800 wickets don't matter.
No, man, 800
no,
wickets.
The man said 800. The number of wickets don't matter. But I did some research. It's every time.
How can anybody say the number of wickets?
It sounds like a madman, no?
No, yes, it's crazy.
A one man, me think you would have said something like that.
Yeah, man, you're right.
I'm saying, man.
Yes, man.
Same thing.
No, but question though. Tell me what does economy rate mean in cricket?
Runs per over.
So that means in every over that's how much him give up, 2.47
on average. Yeah.
So that's pretty good then.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then him say strike rate is 55.04.
Yeah, that's how many balls you bowl to get wicket.
So, all right, Mr. Higgins, you see when I look at this gentleman's average, is only a few people, Hadley, Ambrose, Marshall. Those are the only ones I see that have a better average than him,
That would have played for a long period.
Yeah, but Marshall looks pretty good. Marshall look like
Marshall at the boss.
Marshall up there. I think Marshall is the best we have had.
Yeah.
The greatest bowler of all times?
No, the best West Indian fast bowler. Probably the best West Indian bowler.
But listening to some people, some people have him as the very best ever,
Him right up there, man. As him right up there.
But again, I want you to think about this, though, Mr. Higgins. I mean,
no, man. Neural later on would have to be right up there.
That's the argument. I'm going to need your top 10 as a cricket guru. You need to have a top 10 bowlers list of all time. Yeah, that is unbecoming, uncivilized.
Yes, some of these bowlers like Sid Barnes, I wouldn't have seen. So I know he doesn't have one out of the world record like Bradman, where he's so far removed from everybody else that you just, without even seeing Bradman, you just know that he was an alien.
All right, one more question.
So I didn't know what exactly Sid Barnes had in his locker, but it must be right up there.
And I hear that same man in my laugh at Anderson, because you see Anderson is on the list as well. What name? James Anderson. A man named Anderson from England.
James Anderson.
Yeah, because Anderson's taken out 698 wickets. I'm saying, but basically, he doesn't basically belong up there.
No. But Anderson doesn't take his 600 odd wickets at 22 apiece.
Yeah.
No,
that's the difference.
26.51.
Right. And Anderson, if you look at his record outside of England, it's not quite the same as it is in England. So we could nitpick at that.
So hold on. All right. So, but there's a next man now, Mr. Higgins, who does not have Moy Litteran in his top 10. Would that person be credible if you don't have Moy Litteran in your top 10?
No, that can't.
Hold on, I didn't see that part. So the same man you're talking about doesn't have Litteran in the top 10?
No, another one.
Oh, it's another one.
You must know who that next one is too.
Oh, man, that's too joke.
I know one is a joke.
Right? And so anybody who don't have Moy Litteran in them top 10 bowlers of all times, not spin bowler, bowler of all times, you think that person is a joker, Mr. Higgins?
Yes. I don't say how you can have a man with 800 wickets at 22 apiece and not be among the 10 best ever.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, man.
I think that's it. But let me tell you who that person had, though. The person had Malcolm, Holding, Garner, Ambrose, Lilly, McGrath, Warner, Hadley, and I think one more. I think Akram.
I think I know who it is. Don't take what this person says as gospel. They are known to talk in things that don't make no sense.
But the bottom line is, Moy Litteran has to be in the top 10.
Yeah,
I agree.
Anybody who thinks a man takes 800
wickets at 22 apiece
is not a big deal. Would have to be some kind of maniac.
Massive, man.
All right.
It would have to be some kind of what?
Maniac. Madman. Madman. Mr. Higgins.
I don't know who you're talking about, sir.
Yeah, I know.
But I understand what you're saying.
But I want you, though, as I say, if somebody says G-Star, name me your top 10 3-pointers, 3-point specialists of all time.
Name me your top 5 basketball players of all time.
My top 5?
Yes.
Greatest?
Yes.
MJ, Timmy D, LeBron, Magic, Kareem. Simple.
You have Tim Duncan over Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sir. Big up yourself.
All right, cool.
All right, Mount Salem.
Mount Salem.
Yes, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Mount Salem.
Yeah, hold on. I'll have me on the phone for thing there. Yeah. I didn't want to call today because I said I was gonna call on Thursday to start my my Pele being the best black man in sports. So is that gonna take up some time? So I mean, I start show, but promise the public that tomorrow I'm gonna start that series. But the thing with me here, the CC called me here a while ago. Me want to ask you, gentlemen, because I think when you making ghetto it's something a while ago. If Jokic, right? Him and his team won the championship last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if them lose the championship this year and win again next year and continue like that sequence, like how me said, for the next 10, 12 years, and Jokic end up with 6 rings, and still playing at a high level, putting up his numbers.
It wasn't his best point in the car. Wasn't one of the better points in the car.
Yeah, because I hear him say that because the person repeat.
If you are somebody that judge people based on rings as well, and I wasn't able to win back to back, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah,
if we win 10 championships and you win back to back, you win a 3-peat. You know more than me.
Why would the fact that you repeat and I don't repeat?
No,
be a reason why you are better.
You never make you know more than me, baby.
I don't know how you are, Mr. Higgins, can get with that, you know.
It's true, man. We make it slide.
Normally,
if I am the top,
Higgins normally sharper than that.
No, but you are CC though. Him squeezing a point there when him gone 6 minutes already.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, man.
If I am the best player on a team and I win 6 championships and I'm in finals MVP 6 times, you winning back to back is no more of a greater winner than me.
Still, no, Mr. Higgins. I might get a lot of beating for this, you know, but I don't really believe in a title to determine who are the best, you know, in terms of a team sport, you know.
Well, we've been saying that for 15 years.
If you go to that, you know, Mr. Mathews.
No, man, we disagree that already, Montiel, man.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Or you go and judge who is the best defender of all time, then.
No, man, we have said this many times. Man. We disagree with that, man. We don't reason like that.
But a lot of people beg to differ, though. But I want to make a public apology to Arsenal, though, Mr. Mathews. That I said in January or December. Boy, them have proved me wrong. Ever since we make the statement, it's like them are listening to sports then.
And what you did say again?
When me say them are title pretender.
Oh.
Yeah, man. From me say that man, and then take the thing to another level.
They might beat you with the leather belt cross your back.
Yeah, man.
You remember who warned you about that statement that you were making in December?
Somebody remember this. All right. Tomorrow we start that Pele thing. All right,
cool. Pick up yourself.
We're right on the break, so let's take that and then we'll come back with your calls. Remember, the numbers are 968-8117, 968-8117. Call and let your voice be heard.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. safer, faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line, straight in your account money. money reach long time. The NBS money transfer.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, back online. Hello.
Gentlemen of the jury.
Yes, sir. Who is Troy?
Emirates,
Yeah,
yes.
man. Blessings, yes.
What's up?
Zidane.
Yes, sir, Emirates.
Why? Feel good being Arsenal, eh?
Yes.
This weekend can work out nice for you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, man.
Arsenal come third.
What you going for? Listen to man. Orville. All the corners.
All right, I will come out on a discussion, sir.
Why you go for this weekend?
Draw.
You know, things that, well, draw, worst case, victory for Man City.
No.
Why not?
If the game ends in a draw and we win our game on Saturday, Arsenal will end the weekend at the top of the table.
On top with the goal difference.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, worst case, you don't want Liverpool win.
Okay, yeah, okay, yes.
Any Liverpool win, that's it.
Yeah, man. So it's a draw or Man City.
That's it. I live now 10 game left.
If Man City win, we can beat them.
Yeah. What do you mean that's it if Liverpool win?
It means it will be out of... I think he means it will be out of our hands.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
Yeah. That's how I know, but I mean, even though I live a game, based on how the man might play, we assume say most people are going to hold in points going forward. So
listen, man, I will be more surprised if they
this weekend, you understand? Yeah, I made the call before.
Don't forget, say, Liverpool beat Nottingham Forest for the year. Is the latest goal.
You mean the referee gave the game?
There you go. It is the goal was scored when Nunes bucked in the ball. 8 minutes and 37 seconds of added time, which is the longest period of added time a goal score in English football for 20 years. Which means that Liverpool nearly not beat Nottingham Forest. So which means Liverpool can drop points or lose on game.
The thing about Liverpool,
over yet,
them having injuries, you know, so
that's why I may say to say that if Liverpool win the next game,
I think you're taking what Emirates said to literal though.
Oh well, they have explain why I said that.
Let me take literal. I'm just saying going forward. We don't know what happened on the road, but coming out of this weekend.
Yeah, they're facing Man City. I will look because Man City is the best team in the last 4 years. Yeah. Now if they are able to still beat Man City as they are right, you don't think a lot of teams have realistic chance of beating them. So me understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the point. If they can beat Man City even with them injury problems, we don't see how anybody will stop them. You understand?
I mean, I tell you, that Nottingham Forest nearly stopped them.
Well,
that's my point, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
So why I feel that where we are right now is better for us coming from behind because you look at we couldn't manage the pressure with the lead.
I said that months ago, you know.
Yeah. If we realize what guys are playing, the free flowing. You understand? And that really get us there. So looking forward to that.
City, Liverpool, Arsenal in that order.
You think so? Hey, we can put some money on the table.
Me.
I said I'll put it there.
this 3 horse race here can't go either way. I pressure the Arsenal man.
And tell me something. Is it history that at this time 3 teams over 60 points in the Premier League?
I think we could check that, you know. Yeah, we could check that.
What we can tell you is that Arsenal is the farm team over the last 6-7 games. I was looking at it last night. Arsenal is the only team in Premier League history to score 5 or more goals in 3 straight away games.
Exactly.
That no normal number, boss.
I was Zaka scored a goal in the past. 1 goal in the past 5 games.
No matter who these 5 goal games were against them.
Yeah, it's not usually the case. It's not
5 or more in 3 straight away games.
Yeah.
Oh no, I go on, man. 31 goals in the last 7.
Confidence level high.
And Emirates, the team is getting healthier now.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Party is back. Jesus is back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we're good. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Big up
cool.
All right, cool. Yeah.
All right, I will stay now. Hello. By the way, somebody just link me and ting. I might just have a special guest now. Where I don't think it's a long time we're not having on the show. Yeah.
Hold on. Before you get to your special guest.
Yeah,
man. I hope Garvey is listening.
Oh, you bring out the black book.
Yes, man. If he's not listening, somebody please record this for Garvey for me. So, listeners, Garvey came on the radio with the nonsense yesterday that Allen Iverson is a better scorer than LeBron James. And his main argument was that he, despite playing less basketball games than LeBron James, he has more 40-point games and more 50-point games. First of all, that's half true. So, and he said the fact. He said it was a fact. It's not a fact. Yes, Allen Iverson does have more 40-point game than LeBron James, but he doesn't have more 50-point game than LeBron James. So that was a lie. But listeners, you understand all the thing. If you're intelligent enough, you know that. Listen, the better your teammates are, the less like you are in basketball to score 50 points. Especially if you have other great scorers on your team. I know LeBron James would have played with Wade for a period of time. Bosh, when he went back to Cleveland, he had Kyrie Irving, who's a great scorer himself. So it wouldn't have been required for LeBron James to go in that beast mode, especially in the regular season, as often as Allen Iverson did, because Allen Iverson played with far less talent. So I don't think it was a great point to say that, oh, he scored more 50 and 40-point game than LeBron James, so he means he's a greater scorer. So now, let's give you some analysis though, as to when both go off in those games. Because you know when they score 40 or more, you go off. Listen carefully, listeners. In those games where Allen Iverson goes for 40 or more, his points per game in those games is 44. His three-point shooting percentage is 40. And his field goals percentage is 51. So when he goes off for 40 or more, generally, he gets 44.4 points per game. 3 points percentage, 40. Field goals percentage, 51. Shot attempts, 30. And he plays 45 minutes per game. In those very same games, LeBron James takes less shot. He takes 26 per game. His field goal percentage is 59, much better. His 3-point percentage, LeBron James, is 50, much better. And his points per game is basically the same. LeBron James averages 44.7 in those sort of games. 40 points or more. Clearly, this is indicating that when both are at their very best, when it's required for them to go off, LeBron James is much more dominant in those games than Allen Iverson. Let's go to 50 or more now. So they would have been involved in those. So LeBron James would have had 14 of those 50 points or more game. I think Allen Iverson had 11. Let's go with Iverson first. He plays 45 minutes or more minutes than LeBron James in those games. His field goal percentage, his shot attempts in those games is 34. Field goal percentage 55. 3-point percentage 49. He ends up with an average 52.9 points per game when he goes for 50 or more. That's what he averages when he goes for 50 or more. Let me repeat: 34 shot attempts, 55 field goal percentage, 49 from 3. LeBron James now, despite playing less minutes and attempting less shot in those games, similar to the 40 points per game or more. So LeBron James is 42 minutes, 30 shot attempts in those 50. His field goals percentage, however, is 60%. His 3-point percentage is 56%, and his average is 53. So in both scenarios, despite playing less minutes, despite attempting less shot, LeBron James scores slightly more than Allen Iverson, and is far more efficient from both the field and from 3-point range. How on earth any intelligent person who follows basketball could form the conclusion that Allen Iverson is a greater scorer than LeBron James? And again, it is not true that Allen Iverson has more 50 points game than LeBron James. It was a lie. So if you not listen, we'll tell it.
Yeah, but my thing is, even if you have more 40 points game than me, it doesn't mean that you're a better scorer.
No, it doesn't mean that you're required for you to do. I mentioned that earlier.
That's like saying because you have more centuries than me, you're a better batsman than me. You don't mean that, you know?
No.
Because you can have more centuries than me and average 40.
Yeah.
And me have less centuries than you and average 50.
Or 60.
Or 60.
Yes.
It's a landmark, but it by itself, it doesn't say who better.
Not a true reflection.
The more 40-point game.
No.
So
it was a very ordinary take from Garvey there.
All right. So the numbers are 968-8117. And of course, you can send us a few texts as well on 8280925. 876-968-8117. is the number to call if you want to get involved. I was just being made aware that Andy Roberts is celebrating his 50th anniversary of his West Indies debut. Who? Andy Roberts.
Oh, yeah.
The great Andy Roberts. And it just occurred to me since G-Star asked about top 10 bowlers of all time. Andy is somebody I know well. I probably was going to give him a call and give him 5 minutes on the show, especially if we have a little lull. He's in Antigua, but he made his debut in Test cricket. Today marks the 50th year of generally regarded as one of the best fast bowlers of all time as well. So big up Andy. I might just try to get it. 9688117. Make us squeeze in one or two text messages that cat and squeeze in. Well, I'm only seeing 2 at the moment, but 8280925. That's the number to text us at, and we invite the calls. If you're a new caller, take advantage of it. Excuse me, boss. 968. You have a text message. Yeah, like I said, if you're a new caller, take advantage now. 9688117, and you would be catapulted right in the system. We have Champions League today. We're closing out at 3. So get in your calls. All right, here's the first text that I'm seeing. Greetings and salutations, Orville and Zidane. I'm a Bajan, so that is why my name is Baje. So please stop butchering it. I submit to you that LeBron will set many records, but he will not be my GOAT. Michael Jordan played in a much more physical NBA. If he could have gone to the hoop untouched for all his career like LeBron and Giannis, he would have won even more accolades. LeBron 15 great and 15 one of the great. No, LeBron is great and is one of the greatest to have played the game, but Michael is the GOAT. Not Bramble. There are millions who agree with you, and there are, I would probably think millions that don't agree as well.
By the way, listeners, the crazy person the maniac that G-Star spoke of is Dwight Chattu. Just for the record. Who thinks a man with a 22 average with 800 wickets. 800 wickets is not a big deal. That's special. To take so many wickets at 22 apiece is alien like. The 800 wickets must mean a lot. Just like in basketball, where somebody is the first man in the history of the game. It's a points game. Offense. You have to score more than your opponents to win. A man scores 40 plus 1,000 points in basketball. Never been done. It is a big deal.
Yep. All right. One more text. Foden is a good player, but only looks a bit more flashier than Saka. But just by sheer numbers, accolades acquired, where is Foden to compare to Saka? That's another text. All right, I think we can squeeze we can take a break, squeeze the music, and hopefully we'll be hearing from you on the other side.
Blessings. Have you been blessed by the Real Talk Show with Bishop Manning? Well, you can listen to the Real Talk Show Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the Omega Radio app. Just go to your app store and look for Omega Radio, or listen live on the Omega Church Broadcasting Network website. That's www.omegachurchradio.com. You can also watch on Facebook at Omega Church. On YouTube, you can watch the live church service at Omega Church or Omega Radio. You can also call us at 876-319-1148 or 876-613-9129. The toll-free number is 877-494-0253. That was a paid advertisement by Omega Radio.
Sheena Power Talk, make you start the walk.
Get your aunties, get your uncles, get your brothers and your sisters, gather the girls, gather the boys. Sheena Lynn Hansen is on your radio with Power Talk, motivation, inspiration, and empowerment. Tune in every Tuesday at 11:15 a.m. It's a Power Talk and a Power Connection. Power up your spirit, man, with Power Talk. This is your Damascus Road encounter. Come and experience a mighty move of God right here on Power Talk.
Sheena Power Talk. You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, back online and time for the first selection. And that is brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color. And this first song is coming from Joan Fleming's All Christian People. It's coming from Joan Fleming's and it's called All Christian People. There we go.
All true Christians, forward, march. Left, right, 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 left.
All Christian people from all denominations, rise up the slum, pick up your Bible, give the devil a war, come fight the King Jesus. All Christian people from all denominations, rise out the slum, pick up your Bible, give the devil a war, come fight the King Jesus. This is a world in a crisis. No time for nigga riding. But they fight in the war. Holy war, come fight the King Jesus. Yesterday you was Christian. Now you just a Christian. Find a new landmark and make a fresh start. Church got backsliding. This world wants Jesus. All Christian people from all denominations, rise out of slumber. Pick up your Bible. Give the devil a war. Come fight the King Jesus. All Christian people from all denominations, rise out of slumber. Pick up your Bible. Give the devil a war. Come fight the King Jesus. This your world in a crisis. No time for nigga riding. But they fight in a war. Holy war. Come fight the King Jesus. Step up.
Left, right, 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 left.
All Christian people from all denominations, rise out of slumber. Pick up your Bible. Give the devil a war. Come fight the King Jesus. All Christian people from all denominations, rise out of slumber. Pick up your Bible. Give the devil a war. Come fight the King Jesus. This is a world in a crisis. No time for nigga riding. But you're fighting a war. Holy war. Come fight the King Jesus. While the giants snore, they gun them they roar. Just take the bus downtown, the doctor they cuss uptown. Him wanting Jesus, down in him swore. All Christian people, from all denominations, rise out of slumber. Pick up your Bible, give the devil a war. Come fight the King Jesus. All Christian people from all denominations, rise out of slumber. Pick up your Bible, give the devil a war. Come fight the King Jesus. This your world in a crisis. No time for nigga riding. But you're fighting a war. Holy war. Come fight the King Jesus. All Christian people from all denominations, rise out of slumber. Pick up your Bible. Give the devil a war. Come fight the King Jesus. All Christian people.
Yeah, so it's called All Christian People, and it's by Joan Flemings, and that's our first selection on the show. And like we said, we're closing out at 3 o'clock. Take advantage of the airwaves at this point in time. Alric joins us.
Hello.
Yes, Alric, what's up?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Zidane.
Yes, good afternoon, Alric.
Yeah, man. So, EPL again, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, man. This match weekend, Liverpool City. Match of all matches, you know.
Yes.
Because I've been looking at the running for the three teams in the title race. And as we have been saying, it's the team that playing first are going to lose, you know. Because looking at the running, Arsenal have some teams that can, well, all the teams, they are going to face basically the same set of teams. So, for example, Arsenal will have to face City, Villa, Spurs. They will face Man U twice, and on the last day they will face Liverpool.
Who faces Man U twice?
Arsenal.
No, sir.
Sure.
Who beat Man U already, man? You played them earlier on in the season.
No, man, I look on the fixtures right here. So. Hold on, no. Oh, yeah, sorry. This fixtures have a match the 27th of July. Oh, I never realized that the season never done by them time. Never look on it yet.
Yeah, that sounds like a preseason game in America.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, Man U. I know Man U and Arsenal always.
Where is that game?
Man U. Old Trafford. 11th of May.
Yes.
So that is running for Arsenal. And as I say, Liverpool are going to play on the last day. So Liverpool now, they have City this weekend. Then they have Man U. Then they have Tottenham. And they have Arsenal. 4 more watering clashes.
This is who now?
Oh, this is Liverpool.
No man will play Liverpool twice already.
No, I said unless hold on.
Look like mix up.
Same thing. I look on the pictures. This is the team. So yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to bring it right down to even pre-season.
Yeah. The schedule matches. They scratch that. And for City now, City have Liverpool Sunday. Then they have Arsenal. Then they have Villa. And then they have Spurs.
Yes.
So these matches will be the crucial matches. So if
on paper, Liverpool look as if they have the easiest after the running.
If they get a City this weekend, they're going to send them. They might lead by 1 point.
They are leading City by a point. Yes, so they will
by
get 4 points.
4 points clear if them win. If them win this weekend.
4 points clear as City, because if we would still.
Arsenal have easy match this week. They have Brentford. So if the match then end in a draw, Arsenal Arsenal definitely will take over the lead if they beat Brentford.
Yeah.
So
what if it ends 9-9?
What do you mean? You mean Liverpool City?
Yeah.
No, Arsenal still go ahead because that
there
will be no goal difference there for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
remain the same.
And that is why Arsenal rack up the goals.
Arsenal goal difference is what? 49, 45?
45.
Yes.
45.
Liverpool, I think, is 39.
39. Yes.
39. Liverpool 39, City 35. So yes. City basically have 6 points, six goals more than Liverpool and 10 more than City. So if this game ends in a draw and Arsenal win, Arsenal is going to go on the top of the league by goal difference. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be very interesting.
We are saying it's a sweet.
Exactly. Because imagine it is like this. It is like this on the last day. Imagine a scenario like that. Liverpool, City, Arsenal on the last day with Liverpool and Arsenal play the last match. Needing to win. Either team needing to win the league. What are something?
I can find out.
No, you said Liverpool and Arsenal play the last match. Remember, Liverpool and Arsenal played twice already.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, scratch that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Yes, that is true. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this season unfolds. And I saw, you mentioned something yesterday, Orville, about the cricket now. Jamaica champion. Has anything like this ever been done before?
What?
Where the captain is taken away from a mid-season and it's not because of injury?
Well, I can't remember.
Because the talk is that Brandon King are going to take over the captaincy.
Yeah, that's the talk we hear.
No, I never see that happening yet.
I can't remember.
And it's not because of injury. The man start the thing but as I said, that not perform still, so you can understand.
Hey, I, since you're at it, I'm going to give you the averages of how the team has been doing so far. Hold on, let me find it. In some discussion yesterday, I pick it up. So we play 3 games. Just for information.
Yeah.
The leading run scorer so far is Morris, the keeper. 223 runs at an average of 55. Walton, surprisingly enough, has scored the most runs, 242. Average of 48. Carlos Brown, St. Diego would be reasonably happy, averaging 30 with 150. Log, averaging 28, he only played 2 innings. Salmon, that's Pete Salmon, averaging 23.6, scoring 118. Gordon Brand, that's the fast bowler, is next with 21.2 average. Derval Green, 126 runs with a 20 average. Kurt McKenzie, who's been having a woeful season so far.
Wretched time.
3 matches, 5 innings, an average of 19.6.
I see.
And then Man Singh, who is also struggling, is averaging 19 as well. And Nkrumah Bonner averaging 17. Markino Minley averaging 12. And Jermaine Blackwood averaging 11.2.
After 3 games.
After 3 games, 5 innings.
5 innings.
56 runs.
4.
A highest score of 18. Now, if they say that the captaincy is affecting Blackwood, you could understand. 5 innings, a top score of 18.
Yeah, average 11.
You would think that if he were not the captain, his place would be under scrutiny. But I don't think they are thinking of leaving him as a player. But certainly, not the kind of returns that the powers that be would be happy with.
Them take for the captain, them can drop him too.
No, I think you'll drop a test man in him
first.
First real failure. Yeah, but I just think based on what I've seen of Blackwood, him probably I try play too cautious. You know, you're the captain and you don't want to look irresponsible.
So mentally it affect him.
I just feel that if he just go there and do what he does.
Because if you watch a match, is him not playing his natural game.
No, man, he's very tentative.
So it's either him go play him natural game or
as a man say, him playing him natural game, him going to give you a 30 or a 40 and then we cost him and him get out. But now he's playing too tight and averaging 11.
In MCL.
Yeah, so.
And still not cut it.
So that's the story.
When is the next match?
Wednesday, I think. Is the
next week Wednesday?
Yeah, they are not today, the other Wednesday.
Okay, so that's the 13th.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yeah, big up myself, Al. I will take a break. Another break. We're coming back.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO, needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-52.